Rudo is a nigga.
Oh, he's absolutely a nigga.
In the black community, as a man, you don't express emotions. If you're going through shit, suck it the fuck up. The world keeps spinning. You don't have a place or a space to sit in and understand your emotions correctly to get rid of shit. Hitbox Podcast, right? That shit, the last episode was how long ago? This is a special event. Why? I will tell you why since you asking questions. Nigga P, he's in the Discord chat with us. He just shared with us on stream his fucking Rudo track. The song was an experience. Shit was fucking powerful and beautiful as fuck at the same time. How you make a powerful and beautiful track about a trash anime? I don't know. He's sharing with us his take on how he made this fire ass track.
Yeah, what's good? Okay, so originally when I was making this track, I wanted to go the aggressive way, because I know that once everybody really gets into the whole bag and process of making Rudo, they're gonna go in an aggressive type of way. Like, say like you look at Trobity or you look at Mix, they all gonna be like, oh, da 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 blah blah da blah blah. But then I really stopped and I looked at Rudo as a character and I was like, yeah, Rudo's aggressive, but underneath all of that is a child who was thrown away, who was essentially forgotten, who went through a lot of hard shit.
Rudo ain't even really aggressive for real. It's just when he see you mistreat something that once held value to the masses, that's when you get him fucked up. Once you start treating an object like trash and he's like, but it still has good value, what are you doing? He started seeing himself within the items because he was thrown away, because he was accused for something that he didn't even do.
Exactly. No, you're 100% right. Go off. But yeah, so I was like, what if I take like a softer approach to this? Not in a sense of where I'm like sad rapping, but more in a sense where I'm really talking and trying to get through to people that not only is Rudo going through this, but he's still somewhat developing as he goes through it, because he lost his dad, he lost his home,
he lost his bitch.
Hey, fuck Chiwa. We all hate Chiwa.
We do hate Chiwa, but he lost his bitch though.
Yeah, he really did. So when I was making this, I was like, all right, let me do it in a way where it's still gonna be impactful. And I came up with the thought of trying to go in with the synths, like as you heard in the beginning with like the guitars and the synths, and obviously me talking about like seeing trash in the gutter, all the different aspects. I just kind of went with it, but I also took my past experiences with this type of stuff, because I remember in the stream we were watching the Crunchyroll thing with the creator, and I remember her saying, and you obviously remember me saying in the chat like, oh, it reminds me of me when I was in second grade and shit. So I took that, and I also took what I have went through as well as a child. Now, normally when you see me, I'm like all happy and go lucky, but underneath that, it's just a lot of stuff.
Welcome to the Majin Church of Crash Outness. It's your pastor, Bocephus. Think about people. We always have two masks. There's a face that we show the public, and it's the face that we have when we behind closed doors. There's not a person, even if you were fed with a golden spoon, there's not a person in this world, because this world is chaotic as fuck, that's haven't went through something. It just, some people hide it better, some people wear it like you see it more. Some people wear the hurt on their face, some people have to put a mask on some shit. The emotion that you portray in this track, you feel every ounce of aggression, what's the word I'm looking for? Doubt, disbelief, hurt, pain, betrayal. You feel every emotion, and every emotion that's expressed in the song. It's not, like he said, it's not on some sad rap, but it's like when he puts the screams in this bitch, he placed them bitches at the right time. That shit hit every time.
So when it came to making this track, I wanted it to reflect not just me, not just Rudo, but I wanted it to reflect people that do have those two sides. I wanted it to reflect the fact that we've all gone through something. We've all gone through betrayal. We've all gone through hardships. It's it's a canon event. It's a universal thing that I know everybody on this planet has gone through. And if you say you haven't gone through it, you're a fucking liar.
Or they haven't realized it yet. It ain't set in.
It's crazy. I mean, when I see Rudo, I not only see that, but I see myself. That's why when you were listening to the track, you were saying like, "Oh, this is an experience. I can feel this." Like I said, it was special to me because it's not just a track. Even then, it's not even a track about like the two faces. It's just a track about going through shit and understanding the shit that you've gone through and knowing that in the future you're obviously gonna have some thoughts, but also knowing that you can overcome those thoughts while still being a hard ass nigga. And Rudo, I feel like, is a prime definition of that because even through all of the shit that he's went through, and we've seen the shit that he's gone through, we sympathize with him. Even in that new episode, when it's revealed what his real power is, we sympathize with him. I damn near shed a tear with that when I read it in the manga and when I saw it in the anime. I was like, fuck, this is some real shit.
And I know this ain't what it is, but this is how I portray it. Rudo is a nigga.
Oh, he's absolutely a nigga.
In the black community, as a man, you don't express emotions. If you're going through shit, suck it the fuck up. The world keeps spinning. You don't have a place or a space to sit in and understand your emotions correctly to get rid of shit. So when Rudo goes through something, the only thing he knows how to do is rage the fuck out. And when Reto told him you can't hurt people, he started hurting himself. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's true. When you start hurting yourself, you also start hurting the people closest to you.
Once you start hurting yourself, you start hurting people. Hold on.
It's insane that the world that we live in can be portrayed through something as beautiful as anime, as manga, as webtoons, as in webcomics and all that type of shit. It's beautiful because it gives us like nerds, weebs, it gives us a place where we can truly thrive and sympathize and be like, shit, this is real on a new type of level. And Rudo is definitely one of those characters I sympathize with because this nigga, to me, is the doggest and rawest definition, pause, as rags to riches, but still in rags.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to pause him because he acting like Simone the Digger ain't right there. What the fuck? The nigga was digging holes, bro. All he wanted to do is break out the sphere. The nigga ended up throwing galaxies at niggas, bro. My bad. I had to gas up, Gurren Lagann, because that's my favorite anime. But he ain't wrong about Rudo. He's not. I think the thing that's beautiful about anime, it shows you on the individual scale that whatever you're going through, there's someone that probably went through the same exact thing and expressed it differently. Therefore, you can relate. You can sympathize. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Thank you. Sympathize. I'm gonna say synthesize. The fuck is that? But you can relate to the person. For example, I have like what's the word? Manic depression, bipolar depression. It comes and goes. It just happens, right? I watched. Right. I'm gonna keep bringing this up because it's a beautiful fucking movie. I watched a silent voice to my nigga who recommended to you. Fuck you for like 3 years straight. And I wasn't expecting it to hit me the way it did. A nigga cried 3 times. At the beginning, when the nigga burnt the check, towards the end, bro. I cried 3 fucking times because I could relate to that. There's mad manga or anime that has that same impact on people. And that's what makes this community as a whole something special. Even though there's niggas that don't understand because they just don't watch it, there is an anime for every situation in life, for every person. You just gotta find it. Mm-hmm. Don't listen to the hype beast, or you need to watch this. They just going based off your recommendation. If you ask me, what's the anime I need to watch? My first question is, what do you like? Firstly.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you.
You need to watch something that goes to your personality.
See, this is what I like about you, Crit. Like you speak your mind, and I fucks with it because you don't let anybody like change your ways and shit. Like that's one of the main reasons why I fucks with you heavy, dog. Like Majin Mafia for real. Like, come on, bro.
I'm the same nigga that I was when I was 2 years old. I just cuss now. I still can't grow a beard, so it's still the same. It's the same dude. The thing that I like about Rudo, bro, even though. And here, this is a bar. Lock in, pay attention. Even though the world gave this nigga the shittiest hand, and that nigga still had to play spades with it, the nigga still managed to get 7 books. Whatever life dealt him, he still played that bitch and never forgot who the fuck he was. He might have, like, you know, lashed out at the beginning, and then he realized to himself, oh shit, I'm better than that. I'm not the same Rudo I once was. I'm a whole different nigga. And started moving correctly. Started, I'm not gonna spoil y'all on the anime. Started walking the right way to get the answers, or some of the answers that he needed to find. Understood his power way better and became way colder. And a 40 chapter run.
And then we get into the nerdcore side, the geek side, and then all of a sudden it's like a whole new world. Because now we're reintroduced to anime again, but this time in the form of music. This time in the form of song, which just resonated with me because when I heard my first Daddy Fat Snaps track, when I first heard my Restless track, when I heard my first Fable track, I was instantly fucking locked in, and I was like, hey, I could probably do this. Because even before that, I was like, I like music. I can make music. Let's make music. Let's make music about anime. And then I dropped that fucking Batman track, and then I dropped that Suguna track, and I was like, I gotta keep this going because like people like my shit, so might as well keep going. And then you popped up when you reacted to that Mahito track.
But the fucking progression between Mahito to the Rudo track, bro,
is insane.
Think about music for me. It's transcending. The person, hear me out, it's gonna sound morbid. The person might no longer be on this planet, but if they made music, the person stays here until the end of time. So every track a person makes, they put a little bit of themselves on that song. And if the song itself isn't relatable and they're just doing it to ride the wave, be on the trend, oh, I see my peers making this track, so I'm gonna make the same track. If they can't do something that's actually relatable, that actually means something to them, that song is going to age like milk.
Yeah.
But once you can tell a person actually put themselves in the song, either to try to relate to the character or they put a life experience into the track, you can tell. And it's not even a song anymore, it's a fucking experience. You can tell. That's what you did with that Rudo track, bro. Real talk.
Thank you, I appreciate it. When I made this Rudo track, I looked deep into 3 places. Pause. I looked into myself, I looked into Rudo, and then I looked out, and then I looked into the world. I looked into myself to see the little kid who I once was, because I was emotional. I was fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? I was like rageful. I was filled with anger. I tend to lash out at people. I couldn't read rooms for shit. And then I grew up, and then I still got a little bit of that kid in me. Whoa. I still have a little bit of the anger, but I'm calm now. I understand when and when not to use it, and then I understood certain things, and then I grew up. I'm 18 now, and me personally, I think I'm a little bit wiser than my peers, but that's due to my moms and my pops and my brothers, and thankfully all the experience, all the adults I've had in my life.
Hey, your pops, what that feel like?
Oh wow, damn. So like, I looked at myself, and then I looked at Rudo. I see this kid who finds value in things that most other people wouldn't find value in. I also see him as a kid that truly understands how certain things work. But then I also see him as a kid who has gone through a lot of shit and understands that the world it's not colorful. It's like, it's not black and white, but it's gray. It's morally gray.
He also sees that the world is way bigger than what he imagined.
Absolutely, but like you said, he was dealt the worst hand ever, but he still played that shit and was able to keep on moving and moving and moving. And then from then on, no manga spoilers, he became fucking OP, he became top, he became a dog ass nigga. And then I looked at the world and I saw what's happening now, like what's happening in the world now, what's happening just everywhere, and it's both it's sickening, it's sad, but it's also heartfelt and uplifting, because even when people have gone through everything that they've gone through, there are still people in the world who decide to be good, even if they were treated worse on some Kuma type shit. Even when they were treated the worst types of ways, they still chose to be the best of humanity. They still chose to be a beacon. They still chose to be human. they still chose to keep their soul. Put all three of that together, and then you look at the music I'm making. Like you said, it's a complete 180. Because in the beginning, I was a kid who was just like, oh, I'm gonna make music and get fame. I'm gonna make music and get money. In the beginning, I thought that. I'll say that right now. It was fuck. It was a weird feeling. But I was a kid. I didn't understand what I was doing. But now that I'm looking at it, and then I'm looking at how everybody else did it. I'm seeing what everybody else has gone through to get where they're at now. And I was like, okay, I can't be doing this on some fake shit. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this because I love it.
Facts, because everything else gonna come after.
Everything else gonna come after right now. Right now, I'm doing this to have fun, to make friends, to make a community, to get to know people. I'm doing this because I love music. And after Mahito, because realistically, that shit started to change after the Mahito track, because that's when I met AOP through DPS. And I met AOP, and I thought, oh, he's just another guy. He's just a scammer, or like a guy who wants to take my money, because I didn't know him. He just popped up on Twitter out of nowhere talking like, hey, I really like your music. Would you like to do something? And I was like, I mean, sure, fuck it. Okay, bet. Let's do it. Days go by. Weeks go by. Months go by. 2 years have been passed. And now this nigga is one of my closest friends and one of my realest people, because he showed me another side of this music shit, of this music world, of just life in general. Here's a kid who is still very happy, even with all the shit that he's gone through. He's still happy as fuck because he knows that
doing the thing that he fucking loves, bro.
Doing the thing that he loves, and he's fucking goated at it. Like, there's not another kid.
Shout out to ALP.
Like, shout out ALP. There's not another kid that does shit like he does. You look at anybody else's art, you're gonna be like, okay, that's cool. That's really cool. I mean, that's your style. Yeah. You look at ALP's art, you're like, what the fuck?
You like, this shit different as a bitch. What the fuck? No, facts. Cause that's the same reaction I had. I just looked at his page and I was like, hold on, what the fuck?
I was like,
I got to the second picture. I go, oh no, he's gay. If y'all who don't know, ALP, his Twitter is A Living Person. He's done thumbnails for my Wukong. He did the Gachiakuta merch. Gas. He done P's thumbnails for his gas, bro. I have to shout out my homie ALP because he's too fire.
It makes no fucking sense, but I'm so glad that he's here on this earth, living his life. Because without him, now I know this is gonna sound weird, but without him, I don't think I would have made any progress. After Mahito track was the first job that me and him had done together, and that was my Sungjin Woo track, Run It Up. After that track, something in me just changed. I was like, wait a minute, something about this is different. And then me and him kept going back and forth about it, back on Twitter about it. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, this kid genuinely thinks I'm good. He's not just saying it for clout. He's not just saying it to be nice or anything. Like, no, he genuinely thinks that my music was good. And he said that all of my songs.
Life is different when you see a group of people that's not your core friends start rooting for the thing that you do. Like, obviously your mom, your aunt, your uncle, your immediate family, your immediate cousins type shit, that small circle group, of course you expect them to hit you with a like or share your shit. We family. But when a complete stranger start gassing you, you be like, hold on, wait a minute. All this is different now. All it takes is literally that one person just to flip shit for you.
For real. And that was AOP, because it was just the thing. It was just the vibe now. But every time he said it, I was like, what the fuck? Because after Solo Leveling, Alistair dropped. He's like, your best song yet. Garo dropped, your best song yet. The Ichigo track dropped. He was like, yo, this is dope. Yo, this is gas. Luffy dropped. He said, oh my God, what is this? Like, bro, I think this might be your best track yet. And then all of these other tracks dropped, and I just progressively leveled up, because at the end of the day, I genuinely think that one of the main reasons I kept going and kept wanting to get better was because I did not want to disappoint this little kid who was in my corner, who genuinely liked my stuff.
He put that battery in your back.
He put the battery in my back. He genuinely did. Because now whenever I make a new sound, he like helps me out. He gives me critiques. He like, and even then when I first show it to him, he's like, yo, this is so fucking cool. Like, yo, this is awesome. This is dope. And I'm like, okay, no matter what, I can't disappoint this kid. I can't.
Yeah, for sure.
because not only is he goated at what he does, he's also just so fucking pure.
Genuine as fuck.
He's genuine. Honestly, if I continued after Mahito the way that I was, I guarantee you I would not be the way I am right now. I'd be a little bit arrogant.
Nothing.
I'd be fucking stupid. I'd be saying shit online. Like I'd be a fool. Even when he's like making his art and he shows me before he posts it on Twitter, I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? Your best art by far. Because genuinely, he keeps surprising me every single time. Like,
Every time.
Like, there's one recently that he showed me, dude. Oh my god, that shit is gas. All I'm gonna say is it's from the Invincible comics. It's amazing what people in this world can do for you, and it's amazing how you can keep progressing with the right people in your life. Look at Rudo with the cleaners. Look at Rudo with Gris.
That's a perfect tie-in. You did that. You hit that bitch. They put the battery in Rudo's back so Rudo can keep going to do the thing that he was willing to do. Was he in crash out mode? Yes, because he had one thing in mind that he wanted to get that thing done. But their journey to get there, though, the lessons that he learned. Yeah. Hold on.
When I made that Rudo track, I thought about all of the experiences I have gone through and I have witnessed. I looked at my life when I was bullied. I looked at my life when I was damn near on the brink of just ending it. I looked at my family. I looked at my friends. I looked at my fake friends. I looked at everything in my life. I looked at the friends I made online. I looked at my boy Issacrit. I looked at my friend, a living person, and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, nigga, you can do this shit. There's gonna be hard times, and there's gonna be times when you stumble. There's gonna be times when life is just gonna keep pressing you down. But at the end of the day, even if you down, you still gotta crawl. You still gotta move forward. And then I put my emotion into it.
So who's gonna pick you up when you fall? You know what I'm saying? Who's going to pick you up when you fall?
You gotta pick yourself up, because at the end of the day, if ain't nobody there, you're still there.
Facts. It's cool to have to take baby steps after you fall. That's perfectly fine. You might have to roll over a little bit, especially when you get old and your hips start fucking up. When you fall, you gotta let that marinate for like 5 minutes, and then you gotta roll over to the good hip to get up. Gotta get up and slowly move forward before you can get back into that full sprint. Think of fucking Luffy.
Oh, Luffy is a perfect example. Went through all of that. Lost his brother. Thought he lost his second brother. He still had his friends. When Jinbei knocked some sense into him,
was ready to give this shit up, and Jinbei spoke some real nigga shit to him. Got his shit right in order.
He said, "What do you still have?" Luffy said immediately, "I still got my friends. I still have my Nakamura."
Come on now.
Come on, bro.
Come on now.
And he's still learning, through this journey. He's gone through ups and downs. Who's kept him in check? His crew, his friends. But at the end of the day, when they weren't around, he still kept on moving, because at the end of the day, this nigga always said, what's his catchphrase? My name is Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm gonna be king of the motherfucking pirates.
Gotta know it.
If ain't nobody's gonna pick him up, he was gonna pick himself up. Because what does a dog ass nigga do? He picks himself up and gets right back to biting and barking.
Write that down, cause that's a bark. That's one thing that you can get from your main, whatever you want to call anime, bro. Unless you're watching the OP main character type shit, the main character gonna get his ass thwapped a couple times, more than a couple times actually, but he still gets the fuck up. Cause of plot, but like that's life. Yeah. You have to get up, because the moment you quit is the moment you lose, bro. If you want to win in this game that we call life, the moment you quit is the moment you lose. And once you lose, it's no rematch. You know what I'm saying? You can't run it back.
You can't hit the go to last checkpoint button.
The message that I want the people, whenever I post this, to understand is whatever your passion is. If that shit is cooking, if that shit is drawing, if you want to be an architect, if you want to be a rapper, you want to be a aquatic engineer, you want to be a chemist, a biologist, whatever you want to do, bro, chase that shit and don't listen to the noise.
Yeah, if you want to be anything in this life, and I mean anything, it don't matter what it is. You want to go to space, go to space. If you want to be an engineer, be an engineer. If you wanna be with the aquatic life, be with the aquatic life. And if you wanna be a stay-at-home dad, be a stay-at-home dad, nigga. Do you be who you wanna be, and don't, like you said, don't listen to the noise. Don't let people talk you down. Because as soon as people start talking you down, you gonna let life wear you down. And as soon as you let life wear you down, nigga, you go down. And as soon as you go down, nigga, that's it. Game over.
Remember this: a snake can only strike you when it's close, bro. Watch your circle. People might fake like they friends with you. They're only using you for what you got or what you can do for them. You gotta pay attention to the people that's genuinely there, genuinely support you, genuinely put a battery in your back, and not just telling you the shit that you want to hear. They're telling you the shit that you need to hear. A snake can only strike you when it's close, bro.
That's a fact. That's not even a bar. That is a fact. That is a real world fact.
That's on some Uncle Iroh shit. That's a fact, bro.
Oh god, we need more Uncle Irohs in the world, especially right now. But when I was making the Rudo track, it just hit me in the right place. This just felt like this is the song I needed to make. Granted, I got some other tracks too, but like Rudo, this one, I call it Fallen Soul. Like this just it hit in the right way.
When can the people expect to hear Fallen Soul on platforms, bro?
Y'all can expect to hear Fallen Soul after the Akaza track. And the Akaza track will be dropping sometime late September. So probably.
So we saying like October.
Probably October-ish, yeah.
I need y'all to lock in, and whenever he hit that pre-save, I need y'all to pre-save that bitch, bro, because I'm telling y'all. And I heard the unfinished version, and I had that many critiques. Whenever that bitch get polished and shit, I'm just telling you, bro. And you already know reaction is gonna be the same day that bitch drop. I don't care if I'm not working out, bro. I'm dropping that bitch the same goddamn day. That shit that's an experience, bro.
Appreciate it. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Look out for Fallen Soul. As always, I appreciate y'all. And shout out my boy Issacrit. He's doing great. He's doing a fucking fantastic job with this reaction shit. Ain't no other nigga like him. Shout out my boy Living Person. Any of y'all tapped in, any of y'all who are tuned in, Majin Mafia, stay great and share this bitch because I guarantee you, ain't nobody else doing this right now.
All right, y'all. Hey, the hitbox just got put back on. I don't know, but y'all, hey, if y'all want to see more of this, let me know. I love just talking to people, especially when it's in the same realm as nerdcore anime type shit. And if we can get more artists, and you want to see more artists, or if you want P to pop back up, bro, say the word. We can make that happen.
Absolutely. Even when I'm out in college, just hit me up, be like, hey, P, I need you to talk to niggas. I'll be like, all right, bet.
We're gonna have to get that time difference figured out though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That's one difference gonna be a bitch.
That shit gonna be a bitch. It's gonna be 3 a.m. for me. It's 7 p.m. for me. Shit.
Nigga, you gonna text me at like 3. I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm fucking asleep, bro. God damn it.
Officer, the voice note, my fault, G.
Appreciate you for having me on this episode, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.
This shit was fire. Appreciate you, bro.